Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. This is going to be our first attempt of actually saving the structure of this city. The reason I'm saying this is going to be an attempt, even though we have 2 million bucks and we are basically starting fresh, is because I have to pay maintenance for every piece of road that is currently in my territory, and that is a whole lot more than 11,000. This is actually going to drop all the way to around minus 50,000 once we start building the first territories. So that means I cannot be very slow. We need to do this very efficiently. Now I've already structured out our first interchange in order to go to our first residential / shopping area and our first industrial area. Now generally I still want to focus on making the city look nice. However, we need to do a whole lot more in terms of mass transit, and we need to be probably a lot more space efficient, and we need to make sure that all the buildings upgrade to the max level. So what we currently have here, as you can see, we have roads, a 4-lane road, which is leading into 2 lanes right there for people who want to go straight, and 2 lanes for people who want to go right. If they want to go to the industrial area, which is going to be on the left side, they need to take these 2 lanes, and this is just like a roundabout basically. And the other 2 lanes are going into the Web Avenue. Now I intend to have a little area here. This is about 4 blocks long, where I'm just gonna allow traffic to accumulate in case they need to. Right here at this spot, I actually want to branch off. Now we have 3 lanes, but I'm gonna split this up into 4 lanes into 2 different directions. So let's actually take this 4-lane road, for instance. I'm gonna go up right here, but we're also gonna go towards the right side. So now everyone should be able to distribute themselves, hopefully, amongst these 2 areas. We also want to continue to here, and then somewhere I need to build my train station. So that's going to be interesting. We possibly want the train station to be right here, and then we can have a cargo station for the industrial. So maybe first of all, let's do the same thing here. I need to keep in mind, we're going to go with 4-lane roads so that I can add monorails, for instance. Let's have a look at the train stations. We have a normal train station here, which we could put right there. Hold the phone. Already occupied. Ah, of course, we would need to build this like in the center here because of the train tracks. Actually, that's gonna be fine. This is like an end station. I don't want the line to necessarily continue here. The trains are just coming in and they will be going back. Simple as that. So we're gonna do the same thing with the cargo station. We're gonna place this as closely as possible to the street here. There we go. And then all we need to do is make sure that everything is connected here. So maybe let's do this one first. Here we need to either go down or up. I'm gonna go down, I think. Maybe to this point here, and then right here we could potentially start with the curve. This is not gonna be oh, it's actually enough. Ah, look at that, it's perfect. How do I connect this? Maybe I can even go down and hook it up right there. Oh my gosh, this is actually great. So now trains can come from the top, they can leave towards the top or the bottom, and vice versa. By the way, I also added the trains for my crazy interchange here. This interchange is actually great, this works perfectly. No clogging up whatsoever. However, this area could be more problematic. What we also have to do is the same thing for this route here. Now I wonder if I could do this underground. Yeah, actually maybe we could use this lane here up to this point, and then we simply connect to the train station. However, this is only going to give us the possibility to go south. We also want to be able to go north, so we need to split maybe right here, and that wasn't my intention. Okay, I mean, it's going to work, right? And we don't really see what's going on down there. Moreover, we can use the move it tool to actually fix stuff. Et voila, train stations are hooked up. First problem out of the way. The second thing we need to take care of is subways. The metro station. We need a metro station that is nearby the train station. Yeah, let's add it here in the corner, and we're gonna do the same thing for the industrial area. What else do we need? We are gonna need monorails probably, and buses. Okay, monorail tracks on 4-lane roads. That's my favorite. And of course we can combine that with the monorail station with road. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take care of the buses. We have, for instance, these 6-lane roads with bus lanes. That's maybe a little bit too exaggerated. I think 4-lane roads are gonna do for this. So we wanna go down here, or maybe even one further. Because this could be potentially a problem. No, actually not. Let's go down here. That's gonna be fine. I'm gonna go down here once, and then we take the monorail track, and we can go like 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. And then we would have another one going down. We would continue for 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. Actually, let's make this nicer streets with trees, of course. Good, so let me think. Once everyone actually moves in, they're gonna come from here. Shopping and offices are gonna be on the top here probably, and then down below we're gonna have all of our residents, and we have plenty of space here. So maybe first things first, let's expand all of these a little bit, and then we can go into an even smaller street. And of course we're also gonna take the nice streets because we want people to upgrade all the way to the max. This would be the center probably, so we want to be one off from the center is my guess. Okay, I think I could actually live with this solution. Like we go 2 spaces back from the center and leave a little gap here. Give me just a couple of seconds to do this for all of the lanes here. Alright, there we go. I did the first 2 sectors. Now I wonder, like at the bottom for instance, I could actually make the connection. I don't think this would hurt anyone. And thus we have quite a bunch of cells that we can fill up. Right here, I thought one row we could do with shopping, and then the next one would be the offices, and then the rest would all be residential. Shopping then on the other side as much as needed. So specifically that means this road here. And I wonder if I should also add a tram route here. And of course this is going to be expanded. This is basically an expandable design here. Yeah, let's actually probably do this, to be honest with you. I don't think this is quite enough. Alright, there we go. This is all the space I currently have, but this is going to be a very, very good start, to be honest with you. I will still call it attempt number 1 because I fear things might go wrong. Whenever I build so much stuff at once, things went horrible. Especially when people are starting to move in. It's just not really representative of what's happening after that. Once they actually moved in and everything goes their normal way, the traffic calms down. That's why we were always having troubles when adding a whole bunch of stuff at the same time. Cool, cool. Okay, we're done with this part. Right here we would split up in order to do some shopping, I guess. Since we have buses here all over the place, people would go by foot. So all we need is a couple of pathways to then connect these up, right? So maybe before we do that, let's go ahead and also add the monorail route right here. And we're going all the way over here and then down, I guess. So we can take the entire tour here. Now this one here, can I just add monorails? I don't really want the cars to be able to go there. So maybe if we just do that, then... Oh no! Okay, so that wasn't it. I just want the monorail track, I guess. We might be able to do that. That actually works out. Let's do the same thing here for the other side. Or maybe... Yeah, just maybe we give them the opportunity here to turn around. That is not the worst of ideas. But right here, I already have an opportunity, so I didn't need it. Good. The next thing we need are monorail stations. And I guess we should be able to add them here. We're gonna do that monorail station with road. And... ah, no. Doesn't allow me to do it here because of this street, apparently. Okay, so let's already get rid of that shebang. Can I add them now? Perfect. One here, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one here. And I guess the next one would be on the top. Though it would be nice to have one here as well, but I don't really see it happening like this. What if we added it like so, for instance? Let's instead delete this, and now we should be able to add it here. Perfect. And maybe, just maybe, we can now actually connect this up. It is theoretically possible. This is gonna be a beauty mistake, isn't it? But I think it's the only way we can really do this, yeah. That means we can now also put back all of our bus lane roads, hook this up again. And last but not least, we need a couple of pathways to actually make it over here. I wonder, should I just put these in the center here? Or maybe on the crossover. So if we did this. I can do this better. Looks about the same, to be honest. But yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do for all of these monorail stations, so people can conveniently walk over there. So next we have to think about the shopping, which I think doesn't need to be nearly as big as the residential area. So maybe we can get away just by adding something like that. Oh man, this is really not going to be easy. I wonder if I should just make 2 separate lines. I'm actually kind of tempted to do that now, thinking about it, because it's an utter waste of time if you have to go like on the top right and then you take all of these stops instead of just going up. Well, you would still have to take a lot of stops. Probably makes no difference, and it would be more elegant this way. Yeah man, we just need to prevent traffic, so I guess I'm gonna do something similar here. We're just gonna go up 3 tiles for the time being. Does this work out? I mean, it could be a mix of shopping and offices. We don't have to fill everything up from the beginning. Okay, I think this step is also done. Now all we have to do is add an additional stop for all of the routes here. So that is gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but we can do it. I have some practice now. I wonder if I should just build the route a little bit up here. I think I'm actually gonna do that. I want this to be perfect, and it's not perfect by far. So we could just add it here, for instance. And we can add the second one right here, and then we simply connect them together like that. That means we don't even necessarily want to connect these streets, so people are more inclined to actually take the public transit. Now, maybe let's zone a couple of things I already know I want to do. I want to have like services in here. That would be great. However, we're gonna start with a couple of shops here. So this is all going to be shops, or I shouldn't do that, right? Because the shops are being delivered by trucks. So I should start my shops really up here. So I think this entire row here is gonna be shops up to this point. Then maybe we can fill the inside up with offices. And we just destroy offices once we need the buildings. We could also have offices here, to be honest. I kind of don't want to use the first square for the residential area. But everything after that is gonna be high density residential. And I know this seems like crazy, but I have to do this, otherwise we're just gonna go bankrupt. We have to get around 50,000 people before we go into the plus again. So I'm not sure if this first attempt is going to work. And this is obviously also one of the more boring districts. We're gonna try to give it some variety still. And also don't worry, some people were actually anxious about the old world. I still have it, I have everything saved still, don't worry. Good, now I already know this is not gonna be enough shops, right? This is definitely not gonna be enough. Maybe we fill everything up to this point here. Good, and now we basically need to do the same thing for an industrial area, right? So we basically want to go down here, then use a monorail to go over for 4 units, I think I did it, and so on and so forth. And I'm gonna be right back once I have done it for the industrial district as well. Okay, finally, industrial area is also done. I'm not sure if this is going to be big enough, but we can do the same thing towards the top, right? So we still have to do all of the mass transit lines. But maybe let's already mark this as industrial area right here. All of the inside. And of course we still have to do the monorail. I'm gonna be right back. Good, then let's actually take care of the lines. We can probably do the monorail lines already. And we're gonna start a line right here, which goes all the way around. And we probably also do a second line, which goes the other way around. Just so that we can be more efficient for different people. There, complete line. And we want to create a new line into the opposite direction. Perfect. We also need to connect up our subway here. So let's build a tunnel. I wonder if I could just connect this straight. Oh no, we have lots of stuff in the way. So I guess let's just go down here. Let's go down here as well. And just connect this very simply. And for the time being, since we don't have anything else, we're just gonna create a line which goes back and forth here. Oh, before I forget, right here, of course, we also want to create a line. And for the time being, it's probably enough to just go back and forth. We can always adapt that later. Last but not least, we need a whole bunch of buses. So we need a bus depot, and I think I want to add that in the industrial area. Maybe even, actually right next to the cargo station. And that is gonna allow us to create bus lines. Now I would like them to, let me see, probably once every crossroad is too much. So we probably want to start maybe here and then do, hold the phone, that's not where I wanted to start. Here and then do every second crossroad. Maybe one here, and then we also need to turn around, which is a problem. I don't want to go all the way around here, so we might want to just add a stop here. Why the heck not? Then we go back down and connect with this. Ah, I see. That's why I don't want these roads connected, actually. Okay, now that makes sense. Let me refund this. Oh no, this is gonna be agonizing. I need to put these back together. Yeah, this is essentially what we're gonna do for all of the areas here. And people will definitely walk from this station to over here, and you know, everything is kind of close together. Train station, subway, everyone has the possibility to not use the freaking car. Good, let me take care of the rest of it. We now want to fill everything up with the bus lanes. I'm also gonna do it for the top, and you know, it's gonna take me a while. But after that, we can start growing the city and see if we are maybe on the right track. So I'm gonna catch you in just a second. Alright guys, so the moment of truth has arrived. I think I zoned everything I wanted to zone. We also have now power, we have the water and, you know, all of the services. I added a bunch of them. I didn't leave the game running yet, so you cannot really see the areas that are influenced. However, I did all of the bus lines, as you can see, except the ones here on the top. I just felt like it's not really worth it. Also, I connected everything with pathways, as you can see, so pedestrians should be able to walk through these districts as they please. Even right here, they can walk down if they wish to do so. So everything should be good. Now, the budget is going to go down like crazy. We only have about 500,000, so my guess is we are gonna go into the minus for at least 500,000, maybe even more. So what I need to do in order to save myself is enable the demand mod. So everything gets built immediately, and I guess now it's the time to actually test this out. I suspect we're gonna have some clogging up in the beginning, and that is just until people have actually moved in. One thing I haven't done yet are the parks, to be honest with you, but I think I want to do that once we have something established here. So, are we ready? Let's unpause the game. Oh man. There we go. We are starting to build in the industry everywhere, actually. We should also distribute the power nicely once we get this connected, actually. Maybe we can speed this up a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna speed this up just slightly so we can get this started. Also, I totally forgot about the sewage treatment. Yeah, we probably want to set up a couple of these plants here. Let's go with 1, 2, 3. Then we connect this to right there, I guess. And we also need power for this one. Maybe we just grab it from here for the time being. Okay, cool. Let's unpause the game once again, and hopefully this is gonna go away. Okay, we got the power over here. We just need to connect right there. Come on, you can do it. Build something. Yes, there we go. Okay, everything should have power right now. How are we doing? We have everything nicely available, and we are growing. People are starting to move in. The buses are still rolling out at the moment. I wonder how many buses we have per line here. 3 buses, that's definitely not enough, so that's gonna suck. Maybe we can increase the budget slightly. Where do we have the buses? What is this even? The number of trains. We don't need it this high, right? Let's just get down with the budget. We are at minus 70,000 at the moment. Oh man. Let me actually see, monorail. Maybe we can go down with the budget here to 50%. The buses are actually not too expensive at the moment. The trains are expensive. Yeah, let's bring this budget down. We don't really have a lot of trains running at the moment. I'm also gonna down the metro, so maybe we can just save a little bit on money here. Okay, come on guys, you need to grow faster. Oh my gosh, this is not going well. Where are the cars coming from? Where is the traffic? It's impossible that there is... okay, there is some... Wow, where's all the traffic? I mean, people should be moving in, right? Right? Where are all the cars? What's going on? And look at our growth rate at the moment. We are growing by 1,800 people just in the last week. Okay. Stuff is finally. What? Where were you guys? Okay, people are using my stuff. Let's actually speed up the game a little bit. Now we will have a pretty high deficit after this is done, but we're growing rapidly at the moment, so that's not bad. For the next few districts, we can take a little bit more time and we can maybe also, put more effort into designing them. But my goal is to reach 1 million people, and that is going to mean sometimes we need to be more efficient than beautiful. Okay, now finally the cars are coming in. They just took an enormous amount of time to actually reach. That was kind of crazy. Right now, of course, we are missing tons of people, so we will have some abandonment in the beginning, naturally. Also, fires. I did not take care of the fires here in this district, and of course that is mighty important. We're just gonna add a big fire station. We have 12,000 people at the moment in the joint. The buildings are still upgrading. They're still all level 1, so this is gonna be great. This is gonna be like 100,000 people already with this district. However, we are going into the minus very, very quickly, and this is going to be so for a very long time. You can see everything is clogging up now, but it's not because of the interchange, not the heart of the city. It's because, people are going all into the district at the same time. This is not a situation that is gonna be like that once people have actually settled in. So all we can do right now is to wait for the city to mature a little bit. Maybe we can even speed this up, to be honest. I'm not sure if I can still place things, but I'm pretty sure that if we add parks, they are gonna upgrade quicker. Now let's see, we want to do this in a nice manner. There is a school right here, so I guess right there, a bouncy castle would not be too shabby. One of these castles for every school. I also like the Japanese garden, and I think I'm gonna add that here at the bottom somewhere. So one here, then one there, and so on and so forth. It's not very organic, but it's going to be efficient, I guess. At the end right here, we're going to add a couple of botanical gardens. Oh yeah, these actually help a lot, as you can see. They are pretty expensive, but they do help a ton. Okay, now we got the problem that citizens are sick. Garbage processing status is bad. Citizens are sick. Let me actually check my healthcare here. The healthcare shouldn't be too bad, but maybe we should have added one hospital here at the end of each road. I actually think that makes a lot of sense. So I think I'm just gonna place these guys here. Oh, we're almost down to minus 1 million. Oh, this is crazy. It's much easier if you can, grow a city organically. I just figured this might be the only way to get my money back quickly, but I might have been wrong. That's why I called this like attempt number 1. I wonder when I lose the game. I mean, I'm already at minus 1 million. Hopefully we're gonna survive this. Oh, look at this. We actually are not clogging up this badly. Okay, it's just up to this point. Now, let me see. Oh, we have traffic lights everywhere. Maybe that is a mistake. Oh no, they are everywhere. I hate this. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be busy removing traffic lights for the next few minutes. Ah, that's what I like to see. A lot of people walking around. Beautiful. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, it seems as though we can go into the minus for ever and ever. Maybe I don't even have to grow the city this quickly. We can go into the minus for 1 million. But if we grow the city a little bit slower, then the people could settle down a little bit easier, and I wouldn't have this much of a clogging up situation. I mean, this is totally out of control. And I think this might work. I was assuming that I cannot go into the minus too quickly, so I thought I need to do this very quickly. But looking at this, we might be able to do one square after the other and kind of have this under control a little bit. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. This is nonsensical. Let me load the game again. I made a save right here before I place down all of the services. All of the transit should already be in place, and we have still over 1 million. So back into the zoning, we are gonna delete everything right there, and we're also gonna delete this. Okay, that should be good. Now, I still need a bunch of services, but we might be able to add them slowly one after another. So let's go ahead and enable the mod once again, and then we are gonna unpause the game and kind of see this happen. At the moment we are zoning this area. Okay, that's good. We will still need to take care... Ah, darn it. I didn't take care of the water still and the power. So that's something we need to do. I'm gonna add one solar plant for the time being. Good. Water. Oh no! I didn't do the pipes yet. Ah, that stinks a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's finished. Let's unpause again and see what's happening. Right about now, it's time to add some garbage processing capabilities, and we're gonna do this with incineration plants for the time being because they are just a little bit more efficient. Yeah, this already feels much more controlled. However, we still didn't adjust the budgets. We're gonna go down to 50% with everything we are using at the moment to save a little bit on money. Now let's search for the cars. Here they come. Okay, that's just, they take an enormous amount of time to actually move into the city. They need to take this entire highway. Oh no! I also didn't include removing the traffic lights in my save game. Grrr. And done. Beautiful. Garbage processing status is already bad again. Let's add a second one of those. However, we now need to start with healthcare and everything. So I guess one hospital for you and one for you. I'm also gonna add the fire station already. One here, one there, and the police. One here, one there. Schools, do we need schools? Maybe not in the beginning, maybe we do. Actually, let's add a school. We can add one here on the top and let me see. I probably only want to have one. Yeah, let me leave this out. We don't need everyone educated in the beginning. However, I also want to add a high school, so let's add that maybe down here. And we're gonna wait with the university. Nobody's educated enough yet. Now, I think I can keep on growing a little bit. We could potentially add another one of these squares. And maybe let me also remove these offices for the time being. We don't have the employees anyways. Yeah, this is much better. Now we don't have any traffic whatsoever that is disturbing. That's exactly what we should have done. I'm still in the plus at the moment. And we're growing our second square right now. Let's also re-add the botanical gardens. They were just helping out tremendously. My bouncy castle right next to the elementary school. Gonna make things better for us. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm slowly but surely gonna grow this area. Just wait long enough for all of the cars to actually come in. But with that out of the way, I think we're gonna wrap it up for today, and we shall figure out in the next episode if this technique actually worked and got me in the plus again. So without any further ado, have a great time, and hopefully I'm going to catch you in the next episode. Bye bye.